an excellent response, very good goal. Leonardo Bonucci's long ball through the middle. Suso onto it. There's Frank Kessié who found the side netting, and Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who perhaps will be hoping a few inviting set pieces come his way in this second half. So to see whether there will be any half-time alterations.
Well, a lot of the faces that started have reappeared, which is good to see.
Yeah. Sanchez deep in conversation with Herrera. So we do have one substitution for AC Milan. Fabio Borini is going to replace Andrea Bertolacci. Borini, who knows all about English football, played for Chelsea, Liverpool and Sunderland. Scored in a League Cup final for Sunderland against Manchester City 4 years ago. Had a loan spell at Milan last season and has joined them permanently. Alessio Romagnoli is also on, formerly of Roma. Borini's an attacking player. Romagnoli is a centre half. Bonucci has gone off to be replaced by Romagnoli. Manchester United bringing on Joel Pereira, the goalkeeper for the second half, who you saw receiving instructions from Jose Mourinho. He replaces Lee Grant. Underway then for the second half. Manchester United in red and black, attacking the goal to our left-hand side. Two subs for AC Milan, one for United. Pereira, 22-year-old goalkeeper born in Switzerland. Not too many players in world football have had loans at both Rochdale and Belenenses, but Joel Pereira has.
Now an opportunity to gain valuable experience as well, John. Obviously, Lee Grant, experienced keeper, one of them backing up De Gea in that Manchester United goal, but an opportunity just to see how Pereira will cope against experienced opposition in AC Milan.
Just 22 years old. He's a under 21 international for Portugal. He's only ever made 2 appearances for Manchester United. Here's Kessié for AC Milan, losing out to Shaw, but Suso almost getting in there. Shaw for the second time, managing to find Chris Smalling. AC Milan will be playing European football this season after receiving a overturn of a 1-year ban on appeal. Here come Manchester United. The ball is cut back. Sanchez! Oh, it was almost a dream of a goal from Alexis Sanchez, getting onto the cross by Darmian. The volley was exquisite and acrobatic, but sadly for him, just wide.
And he started to move. Brilliant ball, diagonal ball out to Darmian from the centre circle. See the way that then he attacks the 18-yard box to be on the end of the pullback. Just can't roll that volley into the corner. He's frustrated with himself in terms of the finish, but really difficult technique to get that on target.
Given away cheaply. Here's McTominay for Manchester United. Saved by Donnarumma. Second attempt, missed kick by the young Scottish international. He's never scored a senior goal for United, McTominay. And, well, twice United have come close to unlocking AC Milan inside the opening 2.5 minutes of the second period.
Unfortunately for him, it's not his favoured side on the left foot. And it being coming off the right, he might well have got more purchase of power in the strike.
His Scotland debut against Costa Rica earlier this year. Scott McTominay now has 2 caps. It's a solid tackle by Chris Smalling. Mata with a nice ball into some space here for Luke Shaw maybe to exploit. Shaw at pace. wasting it with a poor ball, which Kessié is gratefully taken up. Here's Kalhanoglu. Kessié again found the side netting with a shot early on in the first half. Suso, who got the goal, finds Locatelli. Promise the way the opening moments of the second half have gone that it'll be an entertaining period.
It's always a case with the sports scientists that they're obviously monitoring the way that the players have been working in their physical conditioning. That's why at this early stage of the season there are substitutes made, players at different levels in terms of how they're coming up to speed for the start of the season. It's been a game in which both teams have gone for it at full tilt. Yeah. There's no doubt about that.
Has. Here's Suso. Manueli, the substitute involved for Milan, who got themselves a free kick here in a useful position for a foul by Eric Bailly.
Borini's very clever when the ball comes into his feet, just takes a nice soft first touch. He just makes contact with him from behind, and Borini's over to win the free kick.
Scored 5 goals on his return to the club on loan last season, has now made that move permanent, so this could be the first test for Joel Pereira, the Portuguese substitute keeper for United, although the ball is a long way out.
Trying to get instruction there, the numbers that he wants in that ball, trying to line them up as well. You can see it. Have to be loud, as goalkeepers have to be.
Yeah. He's not having trouble making himself heard, is he? Here's the free kick, straight into a very solid wall, but back it comes. Suso finding Kessié. Suso again. Though by Pereira. Got 2 Pereiras in the Manchester United team now. Joel Pereira in goal, Andreas Pereira in centre midfield. I think we're going to get them confused. Here's Bailly. Now Chris Smalling, who of course suffered the disappointment of not being included in England's World Cup squad. McTominay has had the best chance of the second half so far to alter the scoreline. This is Axel Twanzebe, now Mata. Mata again. United patient in this build-up. Bailly has it now. Darmian tries to guide it on towards Scott McTominay.
Switch sides, Herrera and McTominay at the after that early chance that McTominay had off the left-hand side. Mourinho switched them over. McTominay gone on to the right. Herrera working on his left-hand side now.
Still doesn't look terribly impressed, does he?
He never does, though, does he? He's taking it all in, though. He's looking for individuals, the way they're performing. He's looking at the team collectively as well, the shape and the way that they're performing in certain positions.
I have to say that whether you like the style and the approach or not, there is improvement in the post-Alex Ferguson era under Mourinho, second in the Premier League last season, admittedly a long way behind Manchester City. They have delivered a Europa League and League Cup trophy, so it's not all bad.
He is a winner, he's Mourinho, and he loves putting silverware in the cabinet.
And Sanchez.
The biggest task they have is closing that gap with Manchester City next season in the Premier League.
Leroy Sané was asked, actually, wasn't he, this week about who he thought the main rivals would be, and he said Chelsea.
Just a little.
I'm sure Liverpool and United Spurs will have something to say about that, maybe even Arsenal. Interesting to see how Arsenal kick off their campaign tomorrow under Unai Emery, new boss, against Atletico Madrid, who won the Europa League last season.
Both those London clubs, Chelsea and Arsenal, with new coaches, so it will be interesting to see how they shape up in the early stages of the Premier League.
Chelsea play Inter Milan at the weekend under Maurizio Sarri, with Gianfranco Zola, of course, as his assistant, always a popular figure at Stamford Bridge. Here's Luke Shaw. A bit of a loose pass, he's got away with it. Bailly, though, has to adjust and find Darmian. Here's Herrera. Now Mata.
Not quite the tempo to the beginning of the second half.
This is Scott McTominay. Shaw. McTominay again, now Herrera. McTominay once more, but good sliding challenge by Kessie to take it back to Gianluigi Donnarumma. He's been a professional player with AC Milan for 3 years now, although he's only 19. He's well over 120 appearances. Here come Milan, chance here. Cutrone! He might have done better, but Twanzebe, to his credit, made sure that he didn't.
Well, he just done enough, Twanzebe, to get back there to put Cutrone off, because it's a good break. Borini feeds Cutrone. I just thought his first touch just took it a little bit wide, so then he had to chase the ball. Couldn't get the strike away quick enough.
It was certainly an opening, and again, we saw Mourinho mouthing discontent with his defenders. They were carved open a little bit there, rather like the Bonici ball for the goal, with a fairly direct ball down the middle. It was Twanzebe who did well in the final analysis. This is Pereira. Darmian wearing the captain's armband, perhaps surprisingly, given that Chris Smalling also starting. Sanchez with the ball across towards Shaw. Heavy touch by him, and Kessié will tidy up and find Suso. Ball back there by Shaw.
There's just been a couple of occasions. This is the opportunity. You can see the touch from Cutrone. In the end, just slightly wide.
Feet, didn't it?
If he can get that more in the direction of the goal, easier to strike on target.
He's been at AC Milan since he was 8 years old. Top scorer for the club in Serie A last season with 14, including 3 in his last 3 games. But he won't be terribly happy with that particular opportunity, although, like all good strikers, he will try and put it behind him. Connected on the back foot a little bit at the moment. Locatelli.
Oh, he's gone down.
The ball, but there is an injury problem for United to deal with.
Yeah, Cutrone caught him as Bailly played that ball forward. It was a late challenge from the centre forward on Eric Bailly.
It's a little bit of discomfort. Just brings a halt to proceedings. Nearly 12 minutes into the second half. Hasn't quite yet lived up to the first half for its intensity.
Playing the ball forward, you can see the challenge is late. It's more the follow through from Bailly's strike.
I would say it was a result of malintention by Cutrone, really. Just as Bailly swung his foot, it just seemed to collide with the striker rather than anything else.
But he's just trying to block that ball going forward, but Bailly's follow through catches. Leg looks to be okay.
Ankle injury by the looks of it. They've got Sean Williams, a local boy from Manchester, on the bench, 19, who's a centre half in case Bailly perhaps were not to make it.
We can see here, you can see he's just trying to block that ball. It's Cutrone. It's actually Bailly's follow through catches Cutrone midriff.
battle. Yeah, looks like a bit of a painful one. He's still on the sidelines at the moment. You can see at the top of your picture as Milan attack. Back on the pitch, as you can see. All clipped away and neatly controlled by Suso, who's shown a lovely touch tonight. Here he is again on that left foot. It's poor effort though. Not sure whether he intended that as a cross or a shot. Either way, wasn't what was required.
Well, it was neither in the end. I think he's frustrated with himself because he knows that he hasn't given his teammates a chance to attack across. Certainly if it's an attempt on goal, it really is a poor one. But the tempo has dropped. It sometimes is an indication for the coaches to start to make substitutions. One or two players fatiguing at this early stage of the season.
Yeah, only one change for United. That a goalkeeper and two for Milan so far. With almost an hour having been played. Interception there was by Herrera. Whistle's blown, and we are going to get some substitutions now. This is where it gets difficult for you and me, Clive, sometimes. Coming on for AC Milan are Luca Antonelli and Jose Mauri. There they are. Antonelli is a left back, Mauri is a midfielder. Locatelli has come off, as has Abate, and Donnarumma is going to be replaced in goal as well by Pepe Reina, who will know all about Manchester United from his time at Liverpool. So we now have 5 AC Milan substitutes on the pitch. Pepe Reina is 16 years the senior of the man he's just replaced, Donnarumma. 394 appearances for Liverpool. Played in many a fearsome northwest clash with Manchester United. Here's Twanzebe. Back to Smalling. And now Bailly, who seems to be moving freely again. This is Pereira. Twanzebe. Sanchez. Clever little nutmeg, and he's gone for his own pass, and Herrera has released Shaw. Luke Shaw to the byline, gets the cross in. Is it too far across? And it was clever from Sanchez, who produced a backheel nutmeg, and then sensing that no one else was getting on the end of it, took it on himself. It is a corner to United, though.
Well, that change has meant that Antonelli has come in as a left back, and Calibra has come over to the right back position. They've switched the fullbacks over.
Inter's corner, volleyed away by Borini. Luke Shaw fancies a shot, does shoot! And it's a very good save by Pepe Reina with his first touch of the game. Boy, excellent strike by Shaw.
That's a smart stop. It's a good strike by Shaw. Fizzes that left foot attempt. Just going to creep inside that upright. Sanchez was offside when that strike went in. You can see here, first real work from Pepe Reina, but Sanchez clearly in his eye line there. That's a good stop from the goalkeeper to keep it out, but the offside decision's given against Sanchez.
35 years young, Pepe Reina. Still 1-1. See that the Milan goalkeepers have been far busier than those of Manchester United. Here's Mata. So just snuffing out the danger at source there. Back it comes to Reina. This languid ball out wide by him. It's a history that's seen victory shared evenly between these two sides in their 10 previous meetings, and this one is close too. Certainly a bit of the pace has gone out of the game. Here's Twanzebe finding McTominay, and now Shaw. It's a clever little touch by Sanchez. McTominay's just got away from his man here. Sanchez lets it run across him and looks to find Darmian on the far side. The header is innocuous, but again Sanchez is the catalyst really for all the good things that United have done in this game.
Yeah, he's looked sharp and bright. Looks as if he's going to make things happen. It just seems that Jose Mourinho has wanted this group of players to get minutes under their belt.
Yeah.
65 minutes coming up. Starting 10 outfield players still on the field.
Yeah. Whereas Milan have changed 5 of theirs. Nearly 20 minutes of the second half. Manchester United, of course, without their World Cup stars. Paul Pogba preeminent among them. No Marcus Rojo, although there were thoughts that he might join the squad here, although he's picked up an injury as well. Lingard, Rashford, Jones and Young of England, Lindelof of Sweden, and Fellaini and Lukaku of Belgium, all missing. So it's not a bad little group to eventually bring back.
Matic back to the group training, but
here's Mauri, and finding Borini in the end. It was an incisive drive forward by Mauri, and Borini was well placed in the area to get a shot on goal, which in the end didn't trouble Joel Pereira.
I think this is what will trouble Jose Mourinho. One, that there's very little pressure on the ball. There's Mauri, feeds that in, but the space that United allow Borini to run into, central, right in front of the goal. Darmian does well to cover in the end just to pull him off.
Here they come again. Suso, thorn in the side of United throughout so far, still has it. And wins a corner. Zabe just sticking to his guns and holding him up and poking it away to safety for the time being.
Yeah, good defensive job in the end, because Suso in that 18-yard box make balance. He changes direction, and Zube does really well in the end to make sure he doesn't get a shot in.
Suso will deliver the corner left-footed. The header away by Bailly this time. Suso again. Loads of space for Kessie, although it wasn't a particularly good ball in the end. It should have been better from Suso, because Kessie found acres of space, but in the end could do nothing with it.
Suso not happy with his little playmaker there, because that was an opportunity to exploit space down the left-hand side of that United defence.
Here they come again. Good spell this by Milan. Suso once more involved. Support here from Calabria. It's come out to Herrera. That's a useful ball over the top. Alexis Sanchez is onto it. Great first touch. Delayed the shot. Got support. And Reina saves from Mata. Beautiful first touch by Sanchez.
Good he struck it though, John. He takes what you said, was absolutely right. Good first touch. Was there a chance for him to strike? Maybe because it's on his left-hand side, not quite as confident there. Then he obviously delays and finds Mata, and Mata's attempt was a tame one.
Yeah. Straightforward save for Pepe Reina. Stays at 1-1. We're into the final quarter of the match. Just a reminder that penalties will follow if scores are level after 90 minutes. No extra time in this tournament. It's AC Milan asking most of the questions at the moment. Here's Suso, who's been their best player. This is Borini. Sanchez moment.
Super ball. Could he strike it here? Delays then and then finds a supporting matter, but this shot really easy for Reina to collect.
Mata has already scored on this American tour, although domestically he's only managed 2 goals in 31 games. There's Herrera, who's excellent through ball, set Sanchez away a moment ago. Shaw's just put it straight out of play. Still Mourinho assists with these 10 outfield players. Almost a slip by Bailly, but he recovered well. Here's Darmian. It's a poor ball by Bailly, and he's put his defenders under real pressure here. This is Suso, and now Kessié, who crosses. Excellent play by Bailly to atone for his original error.
Important interception because Borini was there at the back post just for a side foot finish.
Mauri gives it away. Here's Alexis Sanchez, who's been a real live wire all evening. Gets the ball infield to Mata. This is promising for United. It's Scott McTominay. He's got men either side. Here's Shaw. That's a shame because United look poised to fire goalwards there, but hesitation by Shaw.
It's been 2 or 3 times, John, in this second half that Luke Shaw in good positions has just been sloppy, whether it's been a little pass inside that's been aimless, or on that occasion just took 1 touch too many.
From Milan at the other end, the game has opened up considerably as we enter the last 20 minutes. Here's Juan Mata. He's gone route 1, but it's route 1 straight to Pepe Reina, not to Alexis Sanchez as he'd hoped.
They're definitely tired, Manchester United. 70 minutes on the clock. I think Jose Mourinho just testing his players now. Yeah. They're going into that area where they are fatigued, where they're working under duress. Be very surprised to see many of these playing the next game if they put this many minutes under their belt here tonight.
Well, the next game is against Liverpool. I'm sure they'll all want to be involved in that one.
Certainly will.
Liverpool victorious over Manchester City earlier this evening, 2 goals to 1. Free kick to AC Milan here. Smalling was the miscreant.
He's done that well, Cutrone, on a few occasions, just drawn the challenges. United substitutes, the young men travelling with this senior group, maybe for the first time for some of them warming up. Just hoping that they can get on. What an opportunity.
The boy with the hair, in case you're wondering, is Tahith Chong, who started the game against San Jose. Going to get his opportunity in the International Champions Cup. Easy for João Pereira. Bailly. Herrera. Darmian. Shaw. Almost at walking pace at the moment. This is Smalling.
Well, Milan have dropped away. They've given United the opportunity just to keep possession in their own half.
Kessié intercepting the through ball by Herrera. It's gone all the way back to Reina. This is Romagnoli. Nicely done by Bailly. Here's Herrera, boxed in at the moment on that far side now. Milan have got to try and rescue a corner, which they do brilliantly. creep out of play, but it's only a throw. And we're going to get some substitutions now for Manchester United. Timothy Fosu-Mensah is coming on to replace Luke Shaw at left fullback. Fosu-Mensah's been on loan at Crystal Palace last season. 20-year-old former Ajax Academy boy. And change for Milan as well. Patrick Cutrone is to be replaced by Nikola Kalinic. Kalinic, who caused consternation by walking out of the Croatian World Cup team before the World Cup started, and thus missing the chance to go all the way to the final.
I would say that was a very poor move.
Yes, wasn't his best decision.
United substitution was clearly an indication that Jose Mourinho had seen enough from Luke Shaw. They've been at loggerheads at times over the last couple of seasons, and just wants more fitness, more presence from his left back.
Well, here come United, just the one outfield change. The ball is almost intercepted by Kessie, but Sanchez is onto it. He's gone over, and the referee says no free kick.
No, good decision from the referee.
Here's Suso. Many goals since his early strike to cancel out Alexis Sanchez's goal. And now into the last 15 minutes of this match. Here's Kessié. Now Suso. Spread across to the far side of the field. It's an excellent run into the box, and it's good defending by Fosu-Mensah, who's just come on. 24 appearances for Crystal Palace last season, as they improbably preserved their Premier League status despite losing their first 7 games without scoring. Here he is on the ball again. This is Pereira. Damian, who switched to the left-hand side. That's asking a lot of Zebe to get there and chase that one. We're now going to get the now familiar water break with just over 75 minutes having elapsed, and still it's one apiece. Who's your money on, Clive, or do you think it'll go to penalties, this one?
Well, I think there'll be chances, and I think it is a United team that is starting to tire. That's only natural considering the effort that they've put in at this early stage of their season. That's the goal when United conceded that Jose's not happy with, certainly defensively, the way that they're stepping up. The ball was easily played in behind. That's exactly what he's saying. You cannot step up when there's no pressure on the ball.
Cameraman's dream, isn't he? Can't keep your eyes off him.
Well, he wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he?
Yeah. Always animated. Generally playing the part of the victim, the aggrieved party, but always entertaining to look at from the sidelines.
You can see Michael Carrick there, one of the coaches now, having retired from his illustrious playing career.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Big addition to the coaching staff. Michael Carrick. Much needed liquid sustenance being taken on. These are the goals. Brilliant ball by Mata. Super finish by Sanchez very early on for United.
That's a wonderful first-time volley from Mata, but the touch from Sanchez on his thigh. Watch it there, the way he knocks it out into his path. and opens his body up to slide it past Donnarumma. Wonderfully crafted and taken goal.
But 1-1 immediately. Bonucci's ball, and Suso's really crisp swivel and strike.
Well, we just saw earlier Jose Mourinho's reaction that you can't step up as a defence when there's no pressure on the ball. Bonucci plays it, picks the run of Suso, but what a good finish. Lets it come across his body, fires it back across Ligron to equalise.
Back in play with Darmian still on the left-hand side, gets a cross in, it's blocked, but prevented from going for a corner. It will be a throw-in though to Manchester United. Here's Darmian. He's given it away, but he's got it back immediately. Herrera. Now Pereira. Mata. Sanchez. Mata again, little off balance. Might be room for a shot here. Worth a try from Ander Herrera, but off his left foot he's put it wide.
But that's better from United. That interplay higher up the field. Mata instrumental again. Herrera takes a really good first touch to create the shooting angle. Can't get it on target to trouble Pepe Reina.
He's never been a prolific scorer, Herrera, now in his 8th season with Manchester United. Is there to be a winner in normal time, or is there to be a winner after a shootout? Shootout winners only get 2 points as opposed to 3 if you can do the job within regulation time. Forward by Mauri, not to any avail. Here's Smalling as we enter the last 10 minutes. This is Twanzebe.
Well, who's going to take the chance? Who's going to be bold enough to maybe show a little bit of skill, quality in the final third to create what could be the match-winning opportunity?
Here's Darmian for United. He's been positive going forward. The deflected through ball doesn't find Herrera though. AC Milan will try and counter here.
Game draws to a close all square. Managers thinking perhaps have they got penalty takers on the field to play as well. Maybe just 1 or 2 late substitutions just to introduce what could be the better penalty takers.
Here's Suso. Probably fancy him to take one for Milan. Such is his confidence after that splendid strike. Romagnoli, who's taken the armband from Bonucci, having replaced him. Touch there by Kalinic, who hasn't really got into the game particularly. The strike is wildly off target in the end. To Kalinic's credit, having walked out of the Croatian World Cup squad, he was then, because he was originally named in the squad, he was offered a silver medal and said that he didn't want it because he didn't feel that he contributed. It's a strange situation. I can't imagine, maybe at the start of the World Cup he could have dreamt that Croatia would have gone all the way, but it does seem bizarre in a career to forego the chance to play in a World Cup. Incredible. About being picked for friendly matches when he claimed he was injured and the coach said he wasn't. It's all rather messy. Here he is on the ball anyway. Rather happy at times. And Milan find the winning goal. Here's Mauri. slowed considerably, hasn't it? Both teams perhaps feeling the heat and the tempo in this early season encounter.
But also for United, they've got to say collectively very, very strong now.
It's a good flick over the top, it's off the post.
It's a save as well, John.
Just a touch.
I think Pereira's got fingertips to that to push it onto the post.
Well, it was a wonderful strike, and if he did get a finger on it, it's a very, very good save. Here come Milan again with Suso. Likes to try and cut in field off the right to the left. This is Kessier. Suso. Maori. United just holding them at bay at the moment. This is Calabria. Maori again. Into the box, half cut out by Bailly. United scramble it away eventually. Follow-up shot is blocked. And Bailly with an unceremonious clearance, which so on the sidelines between Darmian and Suso sees Milan awarded with a free kick.
Yeah, much to Darmian's disgust, he's saying that he should have had the free kick. This is the opportunity. The left foot shot from Marini, just fingertip touch from Pereira. The first thing he's had to do in this game is the important save. The shot's on target, the fingertip just pushes it onto the upright. You'll see it from this angle. Just a fraction of a touch from the goalkeeper. That's a good stop.
Yeah, just enough. Just enough to keep it at 1-1.
Yeah, Marini thought he'd
shots.
scored.
Yeah, he did. 28 shots in total in the match. With a free kick to Milan, with the clock ticking down towards a potential penalty shootout. We have one tonight with Barcelona defeating Dortmund 4-3 on kicks. Teenage goalkeeper Miles Villa saving the crucial penalty. You may recall he saved one from Anthony Martial in the Champions League last season. 3.5 minutes to go. Free kick Milan. Oof, fumbled by the keeper who got lucky.
Twice.
Yeah.
Dropped the first one, snatched at the second, but got away with it.
Bounced off an opponent and back into his gloves. Darmian to Andreas Pereira, now Eric Bailly. Darmian, Sanchez, and find a way through, not this time. The goalkeeper's fumble came off Kessier's head and back into his grasp. Fortunately, he has made one fantastic save. Manchester United are going to bring on Ethan Hamilton. He's a 19-year-old Scotsman for Juan Mata. And Hamilton comes from the same Edinburgh youth club that provided Darren Fletcher, another illustrious Manchester United central midfield player. Young Hamilton actually, although he hasn't appeared for Manchester United in the Premier League, was on the bench for a game against Huddersfield when he actually replaced Paul Pogba, who was taken ill and couldn't travel. Didn't get on the pitch though, but he's on the pitch now for the last couple of minutes.
be surprised.
That I don't know.
I wouldn't be
Maybe,
surprised.
yeah, maybe he is. But we may not need penalties because here's Suso getting onto that left foot. There's not much joy cutting inside from that position. Kessier's cross, header away. Milan look to keep the pressure on. It's a clever return pass. There's a chance here, but the cross, clever though it was cut out by Eric Bailly.
Again, good play down the left-hand side, Antonelli. Combining with Borini.
Just a push from Alexis Sanchez. We're in the final minute of the 90. Looking for all the world as if we're going to go to penalty kicks. There's Mauri, who's been lively in centre midfield since he came on. This is Calabria, gone for the return, but Darmian's going to cut it out. 3 minutes to be added on. Uneasy clearance by Pereira, so still United having to cope with a little bit of late pressure from the Serie A club, who won a free kick for a foul by Herrera. Yellow card for the Spaniard.
I think it's more for his reaction rather than the actual foul. The way that he remonstrated with the referee after the foul was given against him.
First yellow card of the match. The 91st minute of it.
Well, the young man made a fantastic save to push Borini's shot onto the post. Looks like he's going to be called upon to try and win the 2 points that the winners after penalties will get.
Absolutely. Kicked out of play here, so that
Mauri's feeling the effects of that Herrera challenge.
Yeah, he's gone down now and caused a little bit more of a delay. By the medical staff. It's still very warm out there, even though it's late in the evening.
Well, this was a challenge from Herrera. Mauri plays the ball forward, catches him with that right elbow.
Yeah, ran into him a little bit. He's going to be okay. Bit. As the clock ticks on, there'll be probably a minute or so extra added on before the final whistle brings the penalty shootout.
Two goalkeepers are at contrasting.
90 minutes, which means that we will have, according to the rules of this competition, a penalty shootout. I think that was a good decision not to award a penalty kick, despite the fall to the ground by Luca Antonelli under pressure from Fosu Mensah. Alexis Sanchez giving Manchester United a very early lead, but a lead that didn't last very long at all before Suso equalised for AC Milan, which means that we will now have penalty kicks to decide who wins this International Champions Cup clash. It's finished at 90 minutes, 1-1. So, time for the managers to sort things out as we look at the goals again. Don't get tired of watching this one, do we, Clive? Brilliant delivery from Mata, super finish from Sanchez.
Yeah, McTominay's header to the first time pass, volleyed by Mata. Lovely Fine control by Alexis Sanchez, a beautiful finish to put United in the lead.
Got another good finish, this time by Suso for AC Milan. Just lets the ball run across him and then hammers it beautifully across Lee Grant and into the far corner. An equally good strike by Suso.
It was a good finish to the end of the pass from Bonucci, but poor defending from United, trying to push up when the ball is unopposed. Suso made it count with that wonderful left foot that he has.
Well, there were other chances. Sanchez with a lovely, lovely pass to Darmian. Cut it back, and Sanchez then with a flying volley. Would have been an absolutely spectacular goal. Had that one gone in, you wouldn't put it past him.
But he's starting to move off, and then he attacked the edge of the 18-yard box, trying to roll over the top of the ball to keep the volley down and on target. Just couldn't get the direction to trouble Donnarumma.
And McTominay with a chance. Good save by Donnarumma before he was replaced by Pepe Reina. McTominay, who's yet to score for Manchester United, close there. Couldn't make anything of the second opportunity that came his way. And then Sanchez, brilliant first touch. Might have shot here, hesitated. In the end, set up Mata. Fairly tame one, and Pepe Reina made a decent save.
It was well played by Sanchez, a support of Mata, but the shot was never going to trouble Pepe Reina. This, for me, was a fantastic stop from Pereira, who was the second half substitute for Lee Grant. Fingertip save, pushing it onto the bar, upright for Barini's strike.
Yeah, thought he'd won it, Barini there. He would have done, but for the fingertips of Manchester United's substitute goalkeeper. Pereira got booked. I'm not sure what was going on there, with Mourinho pulling Franck Kessié towards him. Seems fairly light-hearted. That's as big a smile as we've seen from Mourinho.
Don't worry about that.
I'm not sure what Kessié is allowing himself to get involved in them, really. But the crowd wait, plenty of them supporting Manchester United for the onset of the penalty shootout. Just a reminder that the winners will collect 2 points, not 3. And you get 3 points if you win within 90 minutes. The losers will pick up 1 point by virtue of drawing. Milan fans enjoying themselves as well. Young supporter of Suso will have been pleased to have seen his hero get the goal. So we're underway with the first penalty kick, which is going to be taken by Andreas Pereira up against Pepe Reina. First kick to United. Will Pereira's nerve hold in the heat of California? And he's having quite a long time to wait, which can be unnerving.
I think he had a solid game, I do. I think that in that role you can see that he could command the position there for Jose Mourinho. Neat and tidy with his passing.
Pereira then, stuttering run up, good penalty. 1-0 United. Calm as you like from the young midfield player. Just 20 years old, Reina, no chance.
See a stutter, full of confidence, waiting for Pepe Reina to drop to his right-hand side and coolly slots it into the opposite corner.
Calhanoglu. He's not a surprising choice by Gennaro Gattuso. He's their main go-to set-piece man. Turkish international puts the ball on the spot and endeavours to level it for AC Milan. Gil Pereira will have a mind to try and stop him. Well, almost did. Got hands to it. Flew into the roof of the net though for 1-1.
Well, it was a power from Calhanoglu that won the day there. Pereira going the right way, but just can't get strong enough hands to it to keep it out.
high enough, didn't he, to make it difficult for the keeper to claw it away. Delight for the AC Milan supporters in the crowd. Here comes Ander Herrera, who's rather playfully pushing Pepe Reina back. There's a bit of gamesmanship going on between the two. So we've had a successful penalty from Pereira. Can we get one from Herrera to make it 2-1? Again, goalkeeper got very close to it, but it's found the net.
It's a good strike. Herrera, he made his mind up. He's going to fire that into the bottom corner with pace, and he executes it perfectly.
Very good kick. It's hard and low. Reina went as far as he could, but wasn't really near it. So 2-1 to United. And Fabio Borini, who came so close to winning it for AC Milan with a shot that was well saved by Joel Pereira, will look to beat him this time from the spot. 2-1 to Manchester United. This to level it up. Stutter and a save. Not a convincing run-up by Fabio Borini, who for the second time is denied by Joel Pereira, once in open play and now in the shootout.
Well, the young goalie does well because he doesn't fall before Borini strikes it. You can see here, he's waiting for him to go and he stays up the goalkeeper. In the end, saves with his legs. It's all about keeping it out. Really well done from Pereira. Wasn't fooled by Borini's stutter.
Shame to be more Akinfire for Russia in the World Cup there with that save. So, here comes Alexis Sanchez with penalty kick number 3 for Manchester United, who have the upper hand. Even more so now. It's 3-1 to United on penalties. Sanchez making it 3 out of 3 for the Reds. And more pressure now on the next taker for Milan. This is missed. They're in real trouble. It's going to be Franck Kessié, the attacking midfield player from the Ivory Coast, who will step up. He simply has to score. Moments for him because this would be calamitous. Again, the goalkeeper got across, went the right way, but there was enough on it to find the net. So it's now 3-2 to Manchester United, with 5 out of 6 penalties having been converted. Reina's turn now to try and turn the table. Scott McTominay, a great chance to score in the 90 minutes but couldn't take it. He's never scored a goal for Manchester United, the Scottish international.
Penalty or not, John, this could be his first great opportunity.
Saved Reina, very good save too, and Milan are back in it now.
I think Reina's shown all his experience there. He's almost waited for the young man, picked the right side, comfortably across to save it.
Wasn't badly struck, maybe need a bit more height. Savable by Reina, so they still trail by 3-2, but of course they have a penalty in hand and it's going to be taken for AC Milan by Suso, their goal scorer in 90 minutes. This to level it up at 3 apiece. Saved by Pereira. Maybe McTominay's miss won't be so costly after all, because if Manchester United score this one, it's game over.
And again, Pereira does well, because although he's moving away to the left-hand side, he just delays that dive, the fall, to give himself the opportunity to stay high enough to stop Sousa's strike. He's done well as a young keeper. He's going to take. He's going to take the kick now.
He's saved 2 penalties, and if he scores this one, he's won it for United. It'll be quite a night for Joel Pereira if he can beat his opposite number, Pepe Reina, 13 years his senior. Can the keeper clinch it for United? No! Reina makes the save, and the shootout goes on.
And he wants it. Reina wants the next kick.
Are we going to see another goalkeeper? Well, it's now United still leading by 3-2, which means that they have to score this one, Milan, to take us into sudden death. They're enjoying it. Kalanoglu's done his job, and it is going to be Pepe Reina, would you believe?
John, as soon as he made that save, you see he signalled to the bench, I'm taking the next one. That's confidence.
Wow. Can Pereira do to Reina what Reina did to him and save the kick and win it for United? Reina, brilliant kick. So, 3-3 with 2 misses each. And it goes on into sudden death. You just knew Reina was going to score that, didn't you? You said it, confidence, no question.
Yeah, immediately made that save. He wanted to have a shot against the goalkeeper, yeah. Pereira.
Eric Bailly. Manchester United, it's a lottery now because you've got players who don't take penalties having to step up.
Absolutely right, yeah. John. You're getting into the territory where you're asking players to go and step up. Players who have not quite got the confidence to put themselves forward at the start.
He does look confident, and he does look tired, Bailly. And that's demonstrated with the save by Reina. United have missed 3 consecutive penalty kicks, which mean
just didn't want to be there, did he? He did not want to take that spot kick. His body language was poor.
Well, if Romagnoli scores, then AC Milan will win this shootout improbably, having been 3-1 down. Came on as a substitute in the second half, the central defender. If he buries this, it's Milan who win. If not, the shootout goes on. Romagnoli then hits the post. Oh my goodness me. 5 of the last 6 penalties have been missed in this shootout, and it goes on into a 7th round.
The whole position of his body, the body language, he did look confident about stepping up and scoring. He's miskicked it onto the upright.
Yeah, it's not a good kick at all. Sent the keeper the wrong way, but hit the woodwork, and out it came, to the delight of those United supporters in the StubHub, who were having to stay up a bit later than they expected. Chris Smalling for United, penalty kick number 7 for them, trying to end a run of 3 missed. Smalling steps up, scores really well. That's restored a bit of confidence to United. 4-3 they now lead. And of course, with Milan kicking second, the pressure, I suppose, is on them. Reina, no chance there.
Especially when you go behind, because you know you have to score. There's no room for error now.
It's going to be Davide Calabria, the right fullback, to take penalty number 7 for for AC Milan. Again, the pressure's on. If he misses, United win the match. Calabria scores with some confidence, strides away as if to say, I don't know what all the fuss is about.
Made it look easy, didn't he? Confident, scoops it up towards the top corner, gives Pereira no chance to get near it.
4 apiece. And now Axel Twanzebe. Can't imagine he's been in this situation very often before. Pepe Reina smiles. Good kick again. And it goes on. We've now had 16 penalties. 10 have been scored. And 6 missed. Kalinic never in danger there, just passed it into the corner of the net beautifully. I wonder whether we're going to have to reach the point where we start going round again. This is Tim Fosu-Mensah for Manchester United. Reina again steadies himself. Fosu-Mensah, excellent kick. 3-3 for Manchester United. 3 successful kicks, then 3 misses, now 3 successful kicks again. And it is 6-5.
Again, the two young Manchester United defenders have stepped up and executed their penalties with absolute ease and precision.
Matteo Musacchio, big centre-half from Argentina now, to face the Portuguese goalkeeper, João Pereira. 6-5 to United again. He has to score, of course. And he does score. It's 6 apiece now.
Defenders have made it look easy, John, they really have.
They've put the strikers to shame, haven't they? 18 penalties, 6 apiece.
There's the young substitute Hamilton now. Pressure's on him.
Yeah. It's the 10th penalty kick for Manchester United. Left-footed player, Scotsman Ethan Hamilton. Big pressure on his young shoulders. Saved by Reina. Difficult situation for the young man to find himself in. Couldn't possibly have imagined, perhaps, that he would take a penalty kick, but he's missed it. Which means that now things have changed. Milan, instead of needing to score to survive, will now win the game if they convert their 10th penalty kick. Reina saves again.
Strikes it well, but it's a good height for Pepe Reina to block.
Hugely experienced goalkeeper in these kind of situations. So, Jose Mauri to win it for AC Milan. Steps up. Saved by Pereira. I don't believe this. Absolutely extraordinary.
And that is a first-class save from Pereira. Well struck by Mauri. It is at a good height for the keeper to get across, but he has to throw himself at full length to his right-hand side to keep this out.
Yeah, it's an excellent save. So each team has taken 10, scored 6 and missed 4. This is quite an extraordinary shootout. It's taken us late into the night in Los Angeles. Mauri is frustrated. And now Manchester United score. Damian, the captain, clearly didn't want to take one. He was number 11, but he's found the net. And we're about to now see, as the two managers discuss this
Shall we call it quits?
nail-biting sitch, I probably would like to. Antonelli, with Manchester United leading 7-6 in the shootout. Can Pereira be the hero again? No, it was beautifully placed, and it's now 7 each. Well, be up all night at this rate. 7-all from 22 penalty kicks. Great saves by both goalkeepers. Players you might expect to score missing, and vice versa. Now it's United again. And it's It's Andreas Pereira for the second time, and it's a beautifully chipped, almost Panenka-style penalty. So we're back to where we started, really, because that's the second time that Pereira has had to step up, and he's scored both times, and it's 8-7 to Manchester United on penalties. By my reckoning, means that Calhanoglu will be next to step up for Milan. Choose to go in the same order. He's done well, Pereira, two really well taken spot kicks.
Yeah, he's Calhanoglu.
Yep.
Calhanoglu's going to step up.
And he's a pretty reliable set-piece man, but again, the pressure's on him. Just about into the roof of the net. 8 apiece. This could be the first penalty shootout I've ever watched where I'm going to go into a second sheet of paper. It's just going on. You're already on to. Great penalty. I suppose he slashed it high into the net.
Yeah, good strike. Pereira goes the right way, no chance. I think Gattuso's asking Mourinho if he wants to take one.
Do you know what? I'd fancy Gattuso above.
I'd take Gattuso all
Mourinho,
day long.
so would I. Ander Herrera, second kick for him. Reina faces him. Doesn't save it. 9-8 United. I just wonder what can happen next in this penalty shootout.
We might have to play extra time.
Well, the second taker for Milan was Borini, and he missed his, but it's not going to be him. It's going to be Kessié to take this 13th penalty kick for AC Milan. Once again, the pressure is on them as the second takers to come from behind and level. Once again, Pereira steadies himself. Here's Kessié. He's put it over the bar, and Manchester United have won. It's one of the worst penalties you'll ever see, and it's almost put the shootout out of its misery. 9-8 Manchester United win on penalties. Kessié chipping it almost too arrogantly. No need for a save this time. The keepers swapped shirts after producing heroics in the penalty shootout, but it is Manchester United who get the 2 points by virtue of that massive penalty shootout at the end of the game after a 1-1 draw in 90 minutes. Hugely entertaining stuff in California. Alexis Sanchez putting United ahead, and then an equaliser by Suso, and in the end Franck Kessié missing the crucial penalty after a marathon shootout, and United win it 9-8 on penalties.